Greetings and welcome once again to all the people taking the time to watch this video and follow this channel. It's me, the AFOL champ, the adult fan of LEGO champion, here with set 60264 Ocean Exploration sub. This is the last of these National Geographic sub-themed, is that a pun? Sub-theme of the city sets. And I've got the actual whole, sub-theme, so that's cool. So why don't we go ahead and look at the set here. If we start, well, let's just start with little things. So there is the extra parts. There's actually pretty good extra parts. You get 4 minifigures, 2 in the orange diving gear and like heavy duty stuff, and 2 kind of regular looking figures. A mini sub, 2 red crabs. You got the underwater, like the rock formation with the, including the lanternfish, and then the big sub. So kind of the overriding thing when I was building this is that there was nothing really major that really, I didn't like, but everything seemed to just have a negative. It wasn't always a big negative, but everything had a negative. Most of them were relatively minor, but you know, they all had good things, but then they also all had negative things. And that, so I kind of go through all of those. Just right now, instead of doing all the positive and negatives, well, you know, I'm going to do each kind of subsection. Ooh, another time to say sub. But like starting with the minifigures here, you got 4 minifigures. Always good to get. You know, it's the heavy duty divers, diving equipment. They've got nice, lots of accessories, nice prints on all of them. But looking at these two, so like this one, clearly supposed to be the like driver or pilot of the submarine. She almost has the same, like, you know, sand blue uniform that all the other sub pilots for this theme have used, but she doesn't quite. Why would she not have it? You know, this is, actually, I really like this torso. Again, it's fairly plain. I think you can actually say that about all of them. They're fairly plain. It doesn't, not necessarily a bad thing. Well, these aren't necessarily fairly plain, but those are pretty generic outside of just the faces. And even the faces actually are pretty generic. In fact, all these faces are fairly generic. There's nothing wrong with them. There's just nothing really special with them either. And the sub pilot uniform bothered me. But again, there's actually nothing really wrong. Like, again, nothing real big wrong with them, just this little things that annoy me. The animals, you got the lanternfish and the 2 crabs. I was disappointed. I thought there should be a shark or maybe a stingray, but I was really thinking that there should be a shark here. Kind of annoyed me that there wasn't. My first thought was actually that there would only be, I kind of assumed that there would only be 3 minifigures with a set this size. Maybe this is the trade-off. Maybe instead of having a bigger 3rd animal, you got 2 small ones with 2 crabs, and then the lanternfish. The lanternfish is, I mean, this is cool. It's clearly a well-made part. It bugs me how big it is. I feel like it's too big. It's not quite to scale. I don't really know lanternfish though, so I could be completely wrong on that, but it just seems awfully big. The other, I guess, looking at this has some cool parts on it. You get the teal coral. I've never seen you know, I don't deal with Technic a lot, but I've never seen a Technic clear beam like that. There's sand green pieces, which I don't have a ton of. Again, it has things that bug me, though. Why is the lanternfish on a gray plate and blue pins? Like, there's not any better way to attach that? Like, that, it seems like they should be able to find a less obtrusive way. Why is the whole thing on a navy plate? Like, why isn't that like gray or tan or even sand green? It would blend in. It would look more, you know, natural. It would look like it's actually, you know, coming off of the ground, which I think is what it's supposed to be aiming for. So again, it's not bad. It's not a bad build. These light aqua flowers, that's another pretty unique part. You've got the crystal there. That's another unique part. But actually, there's a second one back in there. Lots of unique parts, but just little things that consistently annoy me. You can see the yellow through there. You can see it right on the inside there. You can see it on the other side. Maybe you can't. It just, again, just little things that consistently come up and bother me. On the sub itself, I actually thought this top build part here was cool. You've got the horse, it's not a hitch, but whatever this thing, normally it goes from the horse to like the wagon, and they're using it as the, like apparatus that holds on the lights. I thought that was a pretty neat build. The whole top comes off, it's kind of modular. I don't like how the arms though are 3 different colors, black, medium gray, and white, and yellow. I don't like that the I don't want to call them claws, but grabbers here have the Technic axles sticking off and the rubber bands. I'm never a fan of rubber bands. So again, just little things. Why, like the back, I know it's supposed to be where the mini sub goes in. You couldn't find any way to put a wall in there. Like it's just open all the way to the front. Again, the sub itself, I mean, I guess it's actually based on a real life submarine, a research submarine. I like the navy and yellow. I like that there's not a ton of stickers. The stickers that are there provide like realistic detail. You know, that logo on the front, the numbers on the side, the logo on the mini sub on the back there. That might be the most realistic of them all, the warning sign. I like that you can move these. I like that you can just kind of pop the lid off here. Well, I'm going to say I can pop it off and then not actually be able to pop it off. But you can get the lid to come off relatively easy. Now I just bent something on the other side. Well, now I'm feeling foolish. There we go. And you can just pop the lid off there. Relatively easy, so you can put those, both of those figures should be able to go in there. One piloting the thing in the front, one in the middle there doing that research stuff. Like, I don't like that this is not unique to this set. These clear pieces get scratched up too easily. But I like the sub itself. That's not a bad build at all. The little sub, I'm not really a big fan of. I think that this just looks weird. I don't know why there's these hinges on the bottom. Oh, I guess it's because they hook into the back there, but I don't know why you'd feel the need to hook it in right there. I don't know why you would have a sub with this weird like compartment. Like I guess in theory it should be remote controlled by this guy. There's remote control there. But then why do you need to have like a sub hauling thing? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't think it looks very good. It naturally sits kind of just weird like that. I'm not a fan of this mini sub. There's plenty of other mini subs in this particular, sub theme, and this is by far my least favorite of the mini subs. I'm not saying that this is my least favorite set, but that's my least favorite mini sub. But as a whole, I think I'm going to give this set a B-. Again, there's no big mistakes here, but lots of little ones, and it just is disappointing. It is cool that I have the entire sub theme. I'll probably do a couple of videos. I've never had that before, so I'm going to get the whole thing out here on the table and put it all together. Maybe I'll compare all the boats or all the subs or all the animals or minifigs. I don't know. I'll probably do a couple of different videos just having the whole theme. That was always like a thing I liked as a kid. I was never able to do that as a kid, to get a whole theme or a whole sub theme all at one time. I was never able to do that because I never got the big sets as a kid. Now with my adult money, now I can get the big sets and the little sets. So that's cool. So I feel accomplished. Childhood dream achieved. But hopefully, this was, I know it's a little longer review than I normally have. Hopefully you found it useful or entertaining, or possibly even both. Hopefully you liked it enough to hit the like button. Maybe you'll even hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. Hope I hear from you in the comments. Hopefully you were able to ignore the sound of the tree frogs that are apparently right outside my window. So again, hopefully I hear from you soon. Hopefully you hear from me again soon in another video. And as always, thanks for watching.